The clink of silver against porcelain barely covered the tension in the air. Ronnie Chandler stirred her chamomile tea with an elegance that belied the storm behind her eyes. Across from her, Tracy Quartermain sat with an all-too-innocent smile, her fingers tapping against her cappuccino cup. "You always did like chamomile," Tracy said sweetly. "Soothing, calming." Ronnie arched an eyebrow, "Especially when I'm about to confront a liar." Tracy feigned offense. "Now why would you go and say a thing like that?" Before Ronnie could respond, a sharp pain twisted in her stomach. Her hand trembled slightly as she set her spoon down, her lips tightening. What did you?" she began, her voice cracking as her eyes widened. Her head felt dizzy, swimming with a strange pressure. Tracy leaned in, her voice low and taunting. "Maybe next time you won't go snooping through other people's hotel records." Ronnie tried to stand, but her legs buckled. She grabbed the edge of the table, knocking over her tea as she glared at Tracy with fire in her eyes. "You spiked my tea." Tracy's smile vanished. "I just gave you a little reminder to mind your business." "You picked the wrong woman to drug, Quartermain," Ronnie hissed through clenched teeth. "You're going to regret this." Scene 2, General Hospital, Triage Bay. Chaos buzzed in the ER as Willow Corinthos was wheeled in, pale and barely conscious. Nurses barked orders, monitors beeped an alarm, and Michael followed close behind, gripping her hand, his face stricken with fear. "BP is dropping. We need to stabilize her, now," yelled the attending physician. Jordan Ashford watched from just beyond the curtain, her instincts on high alert. Something didn't add up. Willow had been fine just days ago. Whatever was happening, it had come fast, and it wasn't just physical. "Is it the leukemia again?" Michael's voice cracked, but no one answered. Jordan turned to the nurse beside her. "Paige Portia Robinson, I need her here immediately." Scene 3, the staff locker room. Portia stood alone, staring into her locker as if the polished steel could somehow provide the answers. A pregnancy test sat tucked into her pocket, the results already known, though she hadn't said a word. Curtis deserved to know. But now, with Willow critical, Ronnie raising hell upstairs, and Spencer causing drama again. "Not now," she whispered, closing the locker with a sigh. But as she turned around, Jordan was standing there, arms crossed, eyes hard. "You're pregnant," Jordan said without ceremony. Portia froze. "Who told you?" she whispered. "No one had to," Jordan replied. "You've been avoiding coffee for 2 weeks. You flinch every time a patient mentions morning sickness, and that sudden interest in prenatal case studies. Please." Portia's jaw clenched. "Keep your voice down." "Why?" Jordan asked, stepping closer. "Is it Curtis?" "That's none of your business." "It is if you're putting his health, or yours, in danger by hiding this," Jordan said coolly. Portia exhaled slowly, eyes moist. "I haven't even told him yet." Jordan softened just slightly. "Then maybe you should, before someone else does." Scene 4, the Metro Court lounge minutes later. Back in the lounge, Ronnie was recovering slowly, supported by the ever-watchful bartender, Milo, who had rushed over the second she collapsed. Tracy had vanished, like smoke, leaving behind only the faintest scent of her perfume and a shattered teacup. Ronnie wiped her mouth, her voice hoarse. "Milo, security footage. I want it pulled. I want every second of that interaction documented." "You got it," he said, dialing his phone. "And get Mac," Ronnie added. "Tell him Tracy Quartermain just crossed a line." Scene 5, General Hospital, ICU waiting area. Michael sat slumped in a chair outside Willow's room, his hands shaking as he stared through the glass. Nurses moved around her like shadows, tending, treating, but offering no hope just yet. Sasha arrived, breathless. "What happened?" "I don't know," Michael said, tears threatening. "She was dizzy this morning, said she needed rest. Then she collapsed. It's all happening again." Sasha touched his shoulder. "She's strong. She survived worse." "She shouldn't have to keep surviving," Michael snapped. Then he caught himself. "I'm sorry, I'm just—" "I know," Sasha said. "We all are." Scene 6, Hospital corridor. Tracy Quartermain strode through the hospital like she owned it, because, in some ways, she did. Her heels clicked against the tile floor, her phone already pressed to her ear. "You said the dose was light," she snapped. "She nearly passed out in public." A voice on the other end replied calmly. "That was the idea." "She's a problem," Tracy hissed. "She knows something about those ELQ offshore accounts." "Then you'd better make sure she forgets." Tracy's eyes narrowed as she turned the corner and came face to face with End Quartermain. "Tracy," he said, eyes suspicious. "Who are you talking to?" She smiled. "Just a florist, planning Olivia's birthday." End didn't believe her for a second. Scene 7, hospital rooftop. Jordan stood alone beneath the night sky, her thoughts turbulent. She looked out over Port Charles, the city she had sworn to protect. Secrets were piling up: Tracy's manipulations, Ronnie's threats, Portia's pregnancy, and now Willow's mysterious collapse. The wind tugged at her coat. Behind her, Taggart emerged quietly. "You look like you're carrying the weight of the whole hospital." "I might be," Jordan said. "You gonna tell me what's going on?" She turned to him slowly. "Only if you're ready to hear it." Scene 8, Willow's ICU room. A soft beeping was the only sound. Willow's eyes fluttered open slowly, unfocused. "Michael," she whispered. "I'm here," he said, squeezing her hand. "I had a dream," she murmured. "There was a baby." Michael's breath caught in his throat. "A baby?" Willow smiled faintly. I think I saw her." To be continued. Next time on General Hospital. Portia wrestles with telling Curtis the truth. Ronnie makes a bold move to expose Tracy's crimes. Sasha uncovers something shocking in Willow's test results. And Sunny returns, with news that will change everything.